Good morning, this is Jack from Charting Markets Crypto, and this is the pre-market webinar for the morning of Monday, the 6th of October. My disclaimer, I do this for educational purposes only. I'm here to share my technical analysis with you. I hope you can take somewhat of learn from it, transfer it, your own chance. I'm not here to shoot trading signals, right? This is a video, right, let's have a look at Bitcoin. Now, Bitcoin, I was expecting to see a retest of the all-time high, and here we have a new all-time high. This does mean that I've cancelled the weekly RSI 5 sell signal, as that had already reached a possible near miss target, and that's now made it back into the 70 area. So that's back to neutral. We've got an old RSI 14 sell signal fixed. These have a very mixed record. The RSI 5 sell signals, that's pretty good. So another one has succeeded there. All right, looking at the daily chart, haven't updated the new weekly pivots yet, but obviously we're back up to a stage where we could set up some negative divergence if we are going to, and the buy signal has most definitely made target. We've got a potential level top here. I'm not seeing an awful lot suggesting this is going to retrace, and one of the things I'm not seeing as particularly bearish is, of course, the nice looking rising channel that we've formed here. This has a target basically at the moment rising fairly fast, but currently in about the 137.5 to 140 area, and I'm wondering if we might go there directly. Although there is a case for seeing at least a little bit of retracement soon, and that's because we're still on an RSI 14 sell signal, which doesn't look as going to fail, but hasn't really delivered much so far. I'm thinking we may see a retracement that sort of evens that out, and I'm thinking we may see the retracement soon that does the same on Ethereum. Now, when we were looking at Bitcoin on last week, I was saying when we broke over this declining resistance here, this was greatly improving the chances that this was going to go back up directly to a retest of the high, and so it did. And we've got looking at exactly the same on Ethereum today. Ethereum has now broken up over the likely flag resistance band, but declining resistance from the all-time high. And really, I think this is a flag breaking up with an obvious target at a retest of the all-time high at 4985. Looking at the daily chart, no current divergence. Weekly chart, not a lot to see either. In terms of Solana, I've got a bit more of a concern here because I've got this nice looking resistance trend line here. From here, it's 1, 2, 3. It's not bad, but if we're going to make the IHS target, which I've got looking at the daily chart, which I've got up in the 182 area, and then get up into a retest of the all-time high at 294.95, then that's probably going to need to break because I've got us. I'm thinking the current uptrend would be likely to end in December, statistically, if we're going towards a bull market high, and really I'd be expecting to see this new high there. So I'm kind of leaning towards this breaking. It's going to be interesting if we get back to it again and it doesn't break, which might force me to modify my view. We shall see. Looking at Solana, on the hourly chart, no current negative divergence. One thing to add on the Ethereum chart is, do we have a decent resistance trend line here? We've got this one here, but I'm thinking we may have moved too far away from it for it to be realistic. I don't think I have a larger one. I'll be looking more for one because it would be nice to give some structure here. It's great to have the rising channel on Bitcoin, but it would be nice to see that on it would be nice to see some solid target trend lines to go for on the others. So I'll be looking for that on Ethereum. At the moment, I'm not finding anything on Solana, but we've got this on Bitcoin, which is the biggest player. So we'll see how that goes. All right, great. In that case, leaning bullish here, not really seeing much on equities or crypto to suggest that where any kind of retracement is imminent. We'll see how that develops this week. But we've already made the new all-time high here. I'm expecting to see another one on Ethereum. All of them I'm leaning towards going higher. All right, everyone take care. Hang on, just checking questions. I'll be getting back to you this week, mate. I was hoping to do that over the weekend, but I actually injured my hand. It's sort of half, not my main hand, but I sort of sprained my other one. So I was a bit reluctant to do much typing over the weekend. All right, great. In that case, that's a wrap. Everyone take care, and I'll catch you guys tomorrow morning.